Hello!
Hi!
My name is Gina.
And I'm Imani.
And we're wearing the same color lipstick.
Oh.
We are here today to have a swatch party. I have a Coke Zero here that Amani is not allowed to drink because they didn't go get some before we started. And we are here to swatch the 72 some shades of Sydney Grace eyeshadow that I bought in the Christmas in July sale. Oh, were you gonna be a smartass?
No.
Oh. I was asking, did I interrupt you being a smartass?
Ah.
I think I did. Are you ready?
I am.
Let's get started. First up, we have Bailey's Bliss.
There.
Exactly.
See it shows up here.
This is the greatest gift. It's a pink to green like duochrome. It's pretty neat. Yeah. So I love doing this because like they look so different. They look so different. And also like maybe it's just the position of the light, and Amani has another light down here, but it looks pink on me and green on you, which I think is funny. But like if I bring it back. Yeah, I don't know. Next is Adore Me.
Adore Me?
No, not you.
Wow.
It's a dark, or not a dark, but it's a like a brick. It's a light brick red. Hey, you don't wait for me?
I just have one in the barrel.
Okay.
Tell them what this one is.
This is a metallic brick red. It's called Blaze.
Oh, that's so different.
Yeah.
It's like shiny, and it's like darky.
Yeah, darky. You said it, not me.
I said it.
Right. So next is a metallic red, which is called Queen of Hearts. I will say I'm pressing a bit harder than Amani is.
Yeah,
So.
It's always been a problem. It's also a problem with me for writing too. Oh. Like when I write, I don't press hard enough.
Oh, I see.
What's the next one?
Next one is Gulf Coast, which is another brick red. I got a bunch of these brick reds as gift with purchase, and to be honest, I feel a little salty about it. Like,
Ready?
Bring it closer.
Closer. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Yeah.
It's red.
Yep.
Like a brick.
It's interesting because like they look much cooler on you than they.
And the last brick red.
The last brick red, yep, is called Underworld. It has a blue silver glitter in it. It's a matte with a glitter.
It's a matte with a glitter?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, I see the glitter.
Alright, next up is Burning.
Burning.
Which is a peachy orange. It's a weird thing to be called burning, in my opinion. Yeah. So I like it on me. I think you've also got a bad swatch. Let me try. Yeah, you have to build the color up. Do you still feel like it's ashy?
Yeah, it's just...
Just show it.
Eh.
That's fine. You don't have to like. Alright, next is Tangerine.
Let the people at home see.
Gosh.
Ready?
Yep, I'm going. It's too late.
Oh, no, it's not too late. I got there.
You're not showing the camera.
So
this is Golden Peach, which is a really pretty peach to gold duochrome.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that. It's really pretty. I have that on my inner corner here as a base before I went in with Bailey's Bliss. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. Very visible.
It is very visible. Next we have Orange Slush, which is a bright orange. I have this on my lid and I'm moderately not impressed by it.
Only moderately.
Only moderately not impressed.
I like it.
I mean, it swatches very well, but I also think that like it just didn't play as well in the eye, and it wasn't as bright as I wanted it to be. Like the yellow that we have on yours, although there's glitter on top of it, like that's like crazy. And that's what I wanted from the orange, and I just didn't get it. Next is Lost Princess, which is a more dark burnt orange, but it's also a metallic. I like metallic too, but I just find that these aren't very metallic. They literally lack luster. We're terrible swatchers, and I'm sorry. We're gonna clean off our arms. All right, so we're gonna switch up our approach here a little bit. I'm gonna swatch a bit on the back of my hand, and instead of like showing you as we swatch, we're just gonna swatch and then show you. We're gonna try that out a little bit. So the next two are actually virtually the same. This is Harvest and Fire. This one's a little bit more orange than this one, but they look more or less identical. So I'm gonna go in first with Fire and then Harvest.
Wait,
no.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a liar. I'm gonna go in with Harvest first and then Fire. And I'm just gonna swatch them at the same time, actually. Yeah, man, that does nothing for you.
I guess that's kind of shows up a little bit on the camera. Well, I need statements only.
I know. I'm married to a drama queen. What season is it again?
So it's Leo season.
Yeah, it's Leo season. They felt it was very important to tell me that it was Leo season.
Well, it was because you were talking. There was a reason for it. I hadn't mentioned it at all until today. And it's been like a while. Let's deep into it.
I don't think it.
It's been like, I don't know, a week.
I also like haven't heard about X astrology signs season until this year. Like I've never heard that before.
Never heard that before?
Neither have you.
Yes, I have.
Okay, I'm with you.
A bunch of people in my family are Leos. Like Leo season comes up. I'm a Leo. My mom's a Leo. My cousin Erica's a Leo. My cousin Carla's a Leo. Like
Carla's a Leo?
Yeah. A bunch of us. I don't want to spend the whole video naming out which family members are Leos. Especially because there's so many of us.
Yeah. It's Leo season.
It's Leo season.
It's rabbit season.
Duck season.
Next is Dirt Road. This was part of the Mountain Trail bundle. It's a nice mustard yellow. How are you pressing firmly when you swatch?
I think so.
Well, if you do it now, I'm just going to take it off. Doofus. I love you, but you're a doofus.
I'm not a doofus.
You're a doofus. I think you suck at swatching. Yeah, this is why historically when we've done swatches, I've swatched it on them because they don't know how to do swatches very well. This is Mango Tea. This is a slightly more orange peach. Firmly. That's too firmly. Oh my gosh. I don't understand. So the second one there is Mango Tea on me. I think I just need to do your swatches, sweetie.
Like, I pressed firmly and... See, you press a lot lighter than I was pressing.
Maybe it's something else then. Nothing that has been suggested thus far explains Imani's terrible swatching. But I think I'm going to do Imani swatches from now on. We're going to go up to the top of the yellow row with lemon cream. It's a nice pastel yellow. No, I'm swatching you. Your swatching privileges have been revoked. You're giving Sydney Grace a bad name. So there's lemon cream on me and then on Amani. I love you.
I love you too. Even if you don't let me swatch.
I just can't stand it when things aren't done right. You know that. It burns me.
Well, how am I supposed to get it right if I don't get to try it?
That's a good point. We should get you some more practice. Okay, we're back. I gave Amani like a quick swatching lesson. I think some of it is that because their nails are so long, they can't really get into the pan the way that I can. So I do think we did Giseling. So now we're gonna do Seize the Day, which is also from the Mountain Trail bundle. There you go. There you go.
Boom.
Next is Lemonade, which is a bright ass yellow. I love this. I think, like I was saying earlier, This is the kind of brightness that I really wanted from Orange Slush, and that's on Imani's lid today. Next we have Be the Sunshine, which is from the Mountain Trail bundle. Even though I have been somewhat disappointed in the metallics, I have to say I do really like their golds and their yellows. I think they're beautiful. Next is Light My World, also from the Mountain Trail bundle. It is a darker, more green gold. We're gonna wipe off and continue on. What do you think of the shadows so far?
I like the yellows. I like some of the reds.
Mm-hmm.
I like Queen of Hearts. I think Queen of Hearts. That one's Queen of Hearts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Queen of Hearts. I like Lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was called Lemonade. That makes it even better. Some of the names are silly.
We can't all be Dragon Rider of the Hunt. Next is Backwoods, which is from the Mountain Trail bundle. It is another mustard yellow, but much darker.
I'm trying to do this. Oh.
Yeah, no, that's a bad swatch. Try again. I'm gonna swatch this on Amani's skin.
So the reason I'm bad at swatching is because I'm too oily.
I don't think so. Next is Rustic, also from the Mountain Trail bundle. It is it's not matte, but I wouldn't call it a metallic either, but it's a green-brown.
Interesting looking.
So here it is on me. And there's Amani swatch, but I'm gonna take a stab at swatching this. It's very close to Amani's skin tone, so it's not showing up super great. Next, we're starting into the greens with warmer greens. This is Sea Breeze, which is a pastel surf green. There you go, much better.
Oh yeah.
Being the pasty person that I am, it doesn't really show up on me super well, but it does show up very well on Amani. And similar to other things, this looks a lot warmer on me and a lot cooler on them too, which I think is interesting.
It's just because I'm so cool. And we're moving on.
Next is Mermaid, which is I would say it's a yellow to cool green duochrome. I'm not sure Amani got a good swatch, but
I think I did a decent swatch.
I've got my mouth full. Will you introduce me?
This one's called Celebrate.
Describe it.
It's a green. It's
green.
It's a pea green. It's kind of it's a metallic pea green.
Yeah,
okay.
It's metallic pea green. Very good, babe. I'm very proud of you. It's green. This one's called Escape. It's also green, but it's more muted, a little bit more brown.
We've got 3 rows of greens here, so
yeah, I have a type.
If you want green, you can get green. You can get any kind of green you want.
Sydney Grace's greens are very good. They have a lot of different kinds, and they have a lot of different finishes.
This is a good green.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of got a slight gold shift to it too, now that I see it on my hands.
So it's green gold instead of gold green?
No. This one is Wildlife. It's from the Mountain Trail bundle. It is a muted yellow-green.
I mean, it's called Wildlife. I had to...
No, you didn't. You didn't have to do anything.
How long have you known me?
I forgot to mention, we're married.
Yeah.
And we've been married for 5 years?
Almost.
Yeah. And then we've been together for 12. So, this is normal. Well, that makes me feel old. 12 years. We're going on 13.
Oh.
We can do that because we're wearing the same color lipstick.
I don't know if they know that we have the same color lipstick.
Well,
we might need to tell them one more time.
I'm sure we'll tell them one more time before the end.
Okay.
But it's significant because a while ago, Amani was wearing lipstick and I was wearing lipstick and we kissed and we just didn't connect the fact that it was just gonna get everywhere. I think you were wearing a dark purple lipstick and I was wearing a nude, and so you kissed me and I just had this giant purple spot in the middle of my face. And I was like, oh, the dating guides from when I was a kid didn't prepare me for this.
Maybe this is why I don't like mattes.
Oh, this is such a great, look at that. Look at the difference. It's so much bluer on you. Yeah.
What the fork?
That's so crazy.
That's the same thing.
It is the same. It's the exact same color. What? What?
Like, I expect lighter or darker, but...
Yeah, undertone matters. It matters a lot. Next is Bravo. It's, I just had a moment where I was like, wait, did I grab this one? It's a army green, a muted army green. And I did Imani's swatch. I'm just going to build it up a little bit, or lengthen it some, because it swatched opaque on when I did it. And then swatch mine. So again, it looks completely different on them. That's crazy. Next up is, it's the last one in our warm green row. It's Ivy League. It's another army muted green. Don't worry, I wasn't looking to you for help in describing a green.
It's a green. Again?
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. It definitely looks much cooler.
It's getting less surprising though now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I do think that one is less different than the other ones. I'm gonna take a quick second. I'm gonna swatch Bravo and the previous one, Wildlife, all in a row so that you can see the differences. This is Ivy League. This is Bravo. This is Wildlife. You want to do the next one? Introduce the next one?
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Matt. Okay.
Hi, gang. This is Meadow. This is sort of a light, I guess, kind of cream, green, yellow.
You weren't supposed to see that.
I can see your face right there. Sort of yellow green. Yeah, it's.
I see. Yeah, I'd say that's right. I'd say it's a muted, more yellow green, but it's not quite as yellow as the ones that we were just doing.
Gonna do some swatching. Gonna swatch it good.
No, you're not gonna swatch it good.
No, yeah, that's good. That's better.
Next is Take the Time. And it's a metallic yellow green, but slightly cooler. Look, I like green.
She has a little bit of a thing for green.
I really like green.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, the metallics you seem to swatch pretty well.
I
That's
like
really pretty.
this.
You like the color?
This. Yeah.
And it's shiny. Amani also likes shiny things.
That's why I'm here with you.
It's the only reason. They're just here for shiny things. The next one. The next one is Tempest. It is a very bright, almost neon yellow green. Oh, fuck yeah.
Swatching Pro.
Yeah, so interestingly, there's something about the mattes that doesn't agree with Amani's swatching.
It's maybe just mattes.
I still love you, even if you can't swatch mattes.
Who needs mattes when you can have shiny things?
It's true.
Like these greens. I was just born to shine, and that's why I can't do the mattes.
Mm-hmm. This is Springtime, which... Would you like to describe this color? Is a much cooler, but still very bright green compared to... Or, it is cooler than Tempest, but still very bright. Some of the stuff that we've swatched today, the metallics have been very, like, oily and like very shiny, and some of them have been drier. And I would say that that's probably the difference, at least for me, between the Sydney Grace shimmers and metallics that I like and the ones that I don't. Next, we're doing Evergreen, which is a darker, neutral, I would say probably true green, maybe a little cool. And it's a matte.
As opposed to these false greens.
Oh, there you go. Look at that swatch, guys. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Next, we have Turtle Bay, which is very, so the next few greens are very similar. So this is Evergreen, what we just swatched, and this is Turtle Bay. I did buy both of these. I didn't get either of these free. I bought both of them because they're different. I would say Turtle Bay is more muted than Evergreen. Evergreen's a bit more vibrant. That's my shitty swatch. Yeah, so I would say mine came out very similarly to... Next up is Lost, which is another muted green.
It's also a matte.
It is also a matte, thank you. That one feels a lot better than Turtle Bay did.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. So there's my swatch and there's Amani's. I'm gonna take another swatch for Imani. So this is a pressed pigment. It's called To Earth. It's part of the Mountain Trail bundle. I have worked with all of the shades in the Mountain Trail bundle and they're wonderful and I love them.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty. Time to clean.
Out, damn spot.
I was wondering when that was gonna happen. All right, we took a quick break to take a break, and now Imani has their own Coke Zero.
Is Coke paying you for how much you mention Coke in these?
Hashtag not sponsored. So we're about a little bit over halfway there. And let's just keep on going. So this is Snow Queen. It is a matte white. Look, I have issues.
Me too.
Next is Seafoam, which is a pastel blue-green. Here's your towel. Oh. There you go.
Not my favorite.
Next is Mint Green, which is a metallic. It's a pressed pigment.
Metallic pressed pigment. What is it pressed about? I don't know, but...
Next is Megalodon.
Ooh, dinosaurs.
Yeah. I actually really like this one. I don't know if I've played with it on my eye, but I've swatched it a few times and it's pretty great.
That feels crunchy.
Yeah. It's a warm teal, I would say, and it's metallic. Next is Poolside. It is a muted teal.
This next one is called Thrilled, and I'm thrilled to introduce it to you. It is a dark bluish green. You disagree?
Stark is a weird...
Dark.
Oh, I think you said stark. I was like...
Dark. Another matte that I can swatch.
This is Trailhead. It's another dark green. This is a matte as well, I think, even though it's kind of got a weird sheen, which you can actually see since it's out of focus. It's totally on purpose. I did Imani's swatch for this one.
Bam.
My swatches are so good.
Look, me too.
Next we're going into the True Blues and we're going to Oasis, which shows up a bit brighter on camera than it really is.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'd say it's a medium, fairly muted blue color.
Blue, like the sky.
And it is warm. It is a little bit warmer, but it's not quite this warm on, like it's showing up a bit warmer on camera. Next is Nightfall, which is basically the same thing as Oasis, just I'd say a couple steps darker. Thank you. I really like these two blues. I'm really excited to use them. I don't have anything like them in my collection. One thing I will say is that Sydney Grace's color collection really excels in, like, I'm not even sure how to put it, but like a lot of the time when people produce color makeup, they either go way all the way to like neon brights, all that stuff, or they're like neutral, muted. We aren't confident that a palette that's not neutral won't sell, so we'll make sort of colorful things. Color Grain's a great example of this. But Sydney Grace produces a wide range, and they produce desaturated colors in addition to vibrant ones, like this muted, like the pastel green, like the two that we just showed you, Oasis and Nightfall, are more muted than they appear on camera, but also just of other blues. And this color we're about to swatch is freaking gorgeous. This is Thunderbird. It's a very desaturated matte blue. I guess like if you like had this in isolation, like if you didn't have, it's coming off a bit more vibrant on camera, but if you just looked at this on its own, you'd be like, that's gray, right? But if you put it in the context of other colors, it's very clearly blue. And it's just so freaking beautiful. It's like a steel gray, but it's blue, and it's just, I just love everything about this color, and I like never have seen this color before. And so I currently own over 230 eyeshadows, but I have depotted over 35 palettes. I have owned over 400, and I have never seen a formula like this, and I have never seen a color selection like this. And it's so cool. And I think that like these sorts of colors, I think, are difficult to sell because on their own, they don't look like anything special. But as a part of a collection, they are beautiful and unique and stunning, and I think that's a really smart thing on Sydney Grace's part, because A, that's a value that they add to the market, and then B, because they're selling single shadows, they know that people are going to have this in a collection with other things, so that when they get these colors, when they get these things, they're like, I have nothing like this, and I didn't know that I needed it. And it's so cool. These like muted, desaturated colors I think are really special, and I'm very excited to have them and to work with them. Anyway, that's my thing. Alright, so next is Moon Landing. Speaking of desaturated colors, this is a very muted green-gray. There you go. And Moon Landing is such a great name for this color because it's the color of the moon! Next is Silver Lining, which is a pressed pigment, and it's metallic, and it's a dark silver. So this silver kind of has like a peachy purple undertone, which is cool, and you can kind of see it on the edges there, at least on my swatch. This is Blue Mist. This is a pressed pigment, and it is a transparent base with a blue shift. Sydney Grace has 3 pigments like this, and Blue Mist, Green Mist, and I think Pink Mist. And I will have Green Mist shortly.
Whoa!
So, next is Cali, which is a pastel blue. I did Amani swatch for this one. Next is JB, which is a super freaking vibrant blue that I have tried and am in love with. It is a pressed pigment, and it is everything.
Super freaking blue. What's that?
I just swatched it. It's freaking blue.
That's super freaking blue.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, yes.
The name of this is Super Freaking Blue from Sydney Grace.
And this is a thing where Imani could say, it's blue. And I would not laugh because it's a very true neutral blue. This is Fierce. This is, it's coming up very blue on camera, but it's a very cool toned purple that's metallic. It's a pressed pigment. Next is Flannel, which is, again, coming up very blue on camera, but it is a warmer metallic purple pressed pigment.
I like this one.
These 3 are going to be easier to compare next to each other than on their own. And they're so vibrant. They're so fucking pretty. Then just a bit warmer is As If.
As If. Those are all pretty cool.
After that is Magenta Dreams, which is another pressed pigment, and it's similarly more warm, but just more muted, and it has a kind of blue shift.
Ta-da!
Finally, in this row is Regal, which is a muted lavender gray. I wouldn't necessarily call it a gray writ large, it's just a muted lavender. So my swatch got a little patchy there, and then I had to do Amani's swatch. All right, we are back. This is actually the next day. My battery died, but I believe we have just one column left to go, and we're gonna do it. So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so this is Haze. It's a gray. Sort of like a green, only not green.
Not a super.
Not a super. I would characterize it as a warm medium to light gray. My first swatch did not go, but yours did. Yours went really well. So here's. Let me do another swatch of mine. It's got a bit of a purple hint to it, too. Next up is Winter Garden. It's a lavender to blue duochrome. It is a pressed pigment. It wasn't. False. And next is Troops, which I have no memory of. This might be one that I got for free because I don't remember this name. It's similar to Winter Garden in that but it doesn't have a reflect. It's also a pressed pigment. That picked up very well. Except for on Amani's fingers. Next up is a matte. This is called Haven, and it is a light pinky lavender matte. This one is interesting. Oh, so this is one of those ones that's gonna look totally different on the two of us.
Whoa.
Yeah. On me it looks a lot more pink, and on Amani it looks a lot more purple. Let me build up their swatch some. Alright, so there it looks a lot more pink. Next we have Magic Act, which is a warm medium fuchsia. It's a pressed pigment. Is it okay? Next one we have is Overshadow, which is a dark, cool brown.
Overshadow. That sounds like a villain in some sci-fi show.
So hold it up to mine. Like, yeah. This one is Billow, which is another gray. This is a bit cooler and it's more brown. I'm swatching Amani's here.
Bloop.
All right, last but not least, this is Eclipse. It's not black. It's definitely a really dark brown. I'd say like a dark chocolate brown.
Oh, we're doing that. Oh.
I got a pressed glitter and I have feelings about it. This is actually new. So my feelings are I really hate pressed glitters, but I'm also very happy that I got a new product. I don't like the way that they feel. They crease on me like immediately, and they're messy. Like they just make a mess of fucking everything. But they are very highly reflective.
Yeah. And
this is very sparkly. It's a very pretty color. So I would say, like, if you're into pressed glitters, this is a very pretty, it's a pale pink. It's pretty. I will probably put it in a jar and see how that works. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that is all 72 shades of shadow plus a pressed glitter that I got in the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale. My light is fading very fast, so I'll just wrap up with a couple of thoughts. In general, I really like these. If it wasn't clear by the like pause to like wax rhapsodic about like desaturated colors and how that wasn't very common. I really like Sydney Grace's collection. I really love their matte formula. Some of their shimmers, some of their pressed pigments are wonderful. Some of them are really, I wouldn't say they're not good. They're just kind of a letdown. They're a letdown in comparison to other pressed pigments that they have, and they're a letdown in comparison to the wonderfulness that is their mattes. Their formula uses silk mica rather than, I guess, ceratite mica, which they claim gives it a smoother feel. They definitely do feel different than other mattes that I have. I don't know if I would say they feel smoother necessarily, but the color payoff is totally there. The blendability is there. I've used them, like I said, a few times. I love them. I'm so happy to have everything that I have for the most part. I think that I will be more diligent, I think, going forward and looking at swatches of shimmers before I buy any more. But in general, I'm incredibly happy with my purchase, and I'm so excited to like dig in and play more with these, and I really, really liked them. What did you think?
I had fun with some of the colors. I don't know as much about like the feel, things like how this should feel or not feel, but even the pressed glitter, although messy as hell, I like the way it looks.
Yeah,
so.
It's really pretty. I mean, maybe it's good for someone who does glitter more on their face than their eyes. Like you just smear it all over your face.
Yeah, just like, you know.
But when you go do masquerade, you're like, I'm a sparkly vampire now. But yeah, thank you to Imani for coming and swatching with me.
You're welcome.
I had a lot of fun. Yay. If you like videos like this, if you like swatch parties, give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. And also leave me a comment down below if you like Amani, which everybody does, so I anticipate lots of comments. If you like me and my flowing red hair, please do also subscribe to the channel. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Usually it's just me. You can find me on the internet at Faces by Gina. I have a Facebook and an Instagram there where I upload every single day. We hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Please remember to think deeply and critically engage the world around you as you are being good to yourself, good to your partner, and good to others. I'll see you out there on the internet. Bye.
Bye.